walked in, didn't say a word, but everything inside me stirred. The room got loud, then disappeared, and all I saw was you right here. I don't fall quick, I built some walls, but something about you broke them all. No plan, no sign, no chance to brace. Just one look and I lost my place. You walked in like a hook in my chest, but something real I didn't expect. I wasn't looking, wasn't near, but somehow you got me here. You laughed once, didn't look my way, but I remembered it all anyway. You didn't try, didn't chase the light, but I couldn't shake you that whole night. I kept it cool, or so I thought, but my heartbeat said I was caught. You didn't know, you didn't see, but something deep had shifted me. You walked in like a hook in my chest, but something real I didn't expect. I wasn't looking, wasn't near, but somehow you got me here. You got me here. It wasn't loud, it wasn't fast, but it's the kind of feeling built to last. No spark, no flame, just slow ignite. But I knew I'd think of you tonight. You walked in like a hook in my chest, changed my rhythm, broke my rest, and now I carry what I can't explain. A name, a glance, a quiet flame. So if you felt it too somehow, maybe fate just spoke out loud. I didn't plan, didn't expect, but I'm caught, and I don't regret. Nice shoes like it meant nothing, but my chest kicked up like it was something. I smiled back too late, too wide, then stared at the table just to hide. You asked what band I played on loop. I lied and said some old school groove. Truth is I forgot my name. Your voice already changed the game. Every word hit me twice, once in the ears, once like ice. You didn't know, but you shook my ground. My pulse got loud, my pulse got loud without a sound. Leaned in, said something dumb, but I laughed like it was gold or sun. You looked confused, I felt exposed, like somehow you already know. I'm not the type to show it fast, but my hand still shook from that laugh. I tried to breathe and not confess, but damn, you look like trouble dressed. Every word hit me twice, as noise, once as light. You didn't try, but something stirred, like I've been waiting for your words. I don't know where this could lead, but something in me wants to bleed. Not from pain, but from this start. The way you beat against my every word hit me twice. Every blink, every slice, and now I'm caught, I can't defend. From her voice, I hope won't end. So if you felt something too, even just a spark or two, then maybe this, whatever it is, wasn't just mine. Maybe in me. It started with, what's your favorite song? I thought I'd answer and move along, but you asked again, eyes too clear. And I said things I never share here. You didn't flinch, didn't smile fake. You listened like every word could break. And in that stillness, something broke, like walls I didn't know I'd built from smoke. It was just meant to be small talk. Now I'm walking down thoughts I used to block. You didn't try, but I leaned in, spoke like I wanted to begin. You told me things no one else would, about old scars and how you stood. And I felt my silence come undone, like finally facing where I'd run. The room stayed dark, the hours flew, but it felt like light just poured through you. Not fireworks, not hearts on sleeves, just the kind of truth that rarely leaves. It was just meant to be small talk, but you found the lock and turned the clock. You didn't fix, didn't chase, you just held the space with grace. I didn't need saving, didn't need proof, but you gave me time to tell the truth. And now I look at you and know that night was where something started slow. It was just meant to be small talk, but I found peace in how you talk. Not loud, not quick, not bold or bright, but you held my story through the night. So if you ever wonder when I cracked, it wasn't a kiss, it wasn't the past, it was that night with you in the dark, when I stopped hiding and showed my heart. checked the time, pretending not to care, yeah, that line. Then you walked in, breath held tight, like the world paused just for the night. We fumbled through that small cafe. The words felt slow but meant to stay. I laughed too hard, spilled my drink. You smiled like you knew what I think. Didn't know I cared this fast, but you made seconds feel like they last. You didn't shine, you didn't show, but something quiet said don't go. We talked about books we never read, and all the ways we mess with our head. You said you hate small talk too, and I felt less like a stranger with you. Your voice was calm but shook the air like the first breeze after despair. And when you reached for that last bite, I swear the whole room felt right. Didn't know I cared this fast, but now I'm hoping this could last. No fireworks, no grand reveal, just something that felt strangely real. I've had nights that spark and fade, but you felt like something made to stay. Not loud, not sharp, not overdone, just the kind that whispers this could become. Didn't know I'd care this fast, didn't plan to, didn't ask, but here I am, holding back from saying I want the next one back. So if you felt something too tonight, maybe we're both a little right. I didn't know I'd fall this fast, but maybe this time slow can last. One big moment, no grand sound, just little things that pulled me down. You laughed and I leaned too close, didn't think, just let it grow. I stopped checking my phone with you, stopped holding back what I say or do. You didn't ask, you didn't try, but somehow you got past my why. Didn't notice I'd fallen in till I felt you beneath my skin. It wasn't loud, it wasn't wild, just a steady pull of something worthwhile. Called me out, soft but true, held my silence till I pushed through. I didn't plan to give you this, but now I'm built around your kiss. I've been guarded, tough and wrong, but with you I don't feel gone. You see me clear, don't flinch or flee, and now you're part of every beat I used to run when things got close, but you gave me space, not ropes. And somewhere quiet, I gave it all, without even feeling the fall. Didn't notice I'd fallen in, but I'd do it all again and again. Not from need, not from fear, but because I'm better when you're near. So if you're wondering where I stand, I'm already reaching for your hand. Didn't mean to fall so fast, but now I hope we really last. Never stayed out all that late. No neon lights or fancy plates, but when you smiled across the glass, I felt time slow down just to pass. You reached for your drink, grazed my hand, and something shifted where I stand. No big signs, no sudden sound, just a peace I never found. You made each moment feel brand new, like the quiet had its own view. Didn't need fireworks to shine, you lit something real inside mine. We walked in silence down the street, but it felt loud beneath my feet. You didn't try to hold the lead, but you gave me something I might need. It wasn't fast, it wasn't loud, just two people without the crowd. Still I felt the shift inside, like space made room for something right. You made each moment feel brand new, like time bowed down to let us through. Nothing forced and nothing planned, but I still see you when I stand. Some love comes with noise and flame, but yours felt like a whispered name. And though we never called it love, it fit me better than any glove. You made each moment feel brand new, not loud but honest through and through. I never said it, maybe you knew, but those small seconds carry true. So if you ever wonder why I stayed, it wasn't grand, it was the way you made the smallest moments glow, and that was all I needed to know. To explain, don't press hard when I pull away. You just sit beside the noise and let me be without a voice. No grand gestures, no hot flames, just calling me by my name. And I never thought I'd find this kind of quiet peace of mind. It feels like breathing right for the first time. Like I've been holding in this whole climb. You don't fix me, don't demand, you just stay and understand. You know my bad moods before I do, and bring calm without a cue. You don't need me to impress, you see me clear and love the mess. I've been wild, I've been shut tight, but with you I don't need to fight. This isn't perfect, but it's real, and that's the part I never feel. Feels like breathing right for the first time. Like your hand just fits in mine. No more masks, no more pretend, just the rhythm that doesn't end. Love like this, don't shout or chase, it makes a home in the quiet place. And when the world shakes me apart, you're the calm inside my heart. Feels like breathing right for the first time. No sharp edges, no uphill climb. If this is all we ever know, I swear I won't let go. So here's my truth, soft and plain, you're the peace after all my rain. I used to run from anything close, but now you're the one I trust the most. You told that story the same old way, but this time I didn't laugh, I just stayed. You didn't look up, didn't even see that something quiet shifted in me. I let your hand slip past mine, laying the cold, oh busy time. But deep down I felt it clear. The first small crack, the first thin fear. You didn't notice I pulled away, but I felt it from the things you didn't say. We're still close, but not quite tight. Something's off and I can't make it right. You brushed it off, called me tired, but I was counting words you rewired. Little jokes that used to land now fall flat or stay unplanned. No one's wrong and nothing broke, but there's tension in the way we spoke. And I'm scared to bring it up, so I hide it deep and play it tough. You didn't notice I pulled away, but I felt the start of fading gray. We're still here, but less somehow, and I don't know how to fix it now. small pauses in between. But I know how these stories bend. They crack slow before they end. You didn't notice I pulled away, but I've been slipping more each day. One more night, one more space, and I don't know if we'll find the place. So I'll pretend it's all the same. Laugh at things that feel like blame, but inside I already fear. We just watch the crack appear. It started small, like they all do. One wrong tone, then two or few. I said things I didn't weigh. You fired back and looked away. We crossed that line, not screaming loud, but sharp enough to split the sound. And when the words ran out, we froze, left with truths no one chose. We both said too much, then nothing. Burned the bridge and kept on bluffing. Now we sit in the same old room, but the silence hums like it knows the doom. Your drink like it meant less. I bit my lip, afraid to guess. You turned your face, I clenched my hands. How did we both forget our plans? We're still here, but out of sync. Too tired to fight, too scared to think. You didn't cry, I didn't beg. We just let it die on aching legs. We both said too much, then nothing. Filled the air with all that's crushing. I look at you, but not for long. Even glances now feel wrong. I'd rather scream than sit like this, pretending silence means we'll fix. But what's the point in one more try, when all we do is pass and lie? Said too much, then nothing. No flame left, just cold and bluffing. I miss the sound of even a fight. Now all we do is sleep through night. So if we're done, then let it be. Stop dragging love through apathy. We stormed, we cracked, we broke, we spun, and now we're two that feel like none. Thrown words we can't take back. push love right off its tracks. But when the dust begins to fall, you're still the one I wanna call. You looked at me like I was gone, but I've been lost here all along. If there's one truth I can defend, I never stopped wanting to mend. I'd still choose your hands, even now, even after the fights, the broken vows. I'm not asking to erase the pain, just let me hold you once again. You said it's not as simple as try, but I've seen love survive bigger lies. We cracked, we bent, we lost the light, but I still dream you back each night. You don't have to say it's fixed, just don't close the door like this. If there's room for one more chance, I'll take it slow, no second glance. I still choose your hands, even now, even when I don't know how. No perfect line, no practice grace, just one more shot to take my place. I'm not the man I was before, but maybe less means a little more. I won't promise what I can't prove, only that I won't let go of you. I still choose your hands, even torn, even if they once felt worn. We've been lost, we've been blind, but I still believe what we could find. So if you're listening in this space, know I trade the past for your embrace. Don't need to say a word, just stay, and maybe, just maybe, hold me again. You stir your tea, I watch the steam. We move like we're stuck inside a dream. Your smile lands but doesn't stay, like we're both just acting out the day. The jokes fall flat, the time drifts slow. I ask how you are, but I don't know. And when our fingers brush by chance, it's colder now than our silence. You're right here, but not with me. Sitting close, but emotionally out at sea. We speak, but don't connect the thought. It's like the love we had forgot. I hear you laugh, but not with me. You look through me so easily. I nod, I smile, I stay composed, but I don't feel like the one you chose. You say we're fine, that time is tight, but I miss how you used to fight. Now you avoid even the flame, and I'm left whispering your name. You're right here, but not with me. And it's louder than if you just leave. We hold hands like they're routine, but I feel more lost than I've ever been. I'd rather hear you shout the truth than sit in rooms without your proof. If this is love, it's out of sync, a song that fades before we blink. You're right here, but not with me. I miss the fire, I miss the need. We share a bed, we share a name, but not the heart, not the flame. So maybe we're too far to find, drifting slow but acting fine. You're still near, and that's the plea, but I need more than proximity. Like we're strangers now. No fights, no tears, just hollow sound. The coffee's cold, your gaze is far, but we still sleep beneath the same stars. No one's wrong and no one's right, but something's missing every night. I watch you fade with every sigh, and I start to ask myself why. Still here, but asking why. Why we hold what we let die? Are we waiting for a sign, or just too scared to say goodbye? I replay the start, all those highs, the way your voice could still surprise. But now it's just a habit shell, and love like this don't cast a spell. I see your face but not your light, and I don't know what's worth the fight. We're not broken, just not whole, two halves pretending we're still bold. Still here but asking why. Why we let the fire run dry. Are we hoping time will heal, or just too tired to feel what's real? If this is love, it's wearing thin, like paper hearts with fading ink. Maybe endings don't always shout, sometimes they just fade out. Still here but asking why. Why we hold when we can't try. You're not gone, but you're not mine. So maybe now it's time. I won't hate, I won't pretend, but love like this deserves an end. Still here, still breathing, but maybe not alive. Your coat like you had time. No rush, no storm, just the end of a line. I stood in the hallway, caught in air, watching you walk like I wasn't there. No screaming match, no last embrace, just a quiet pause and empty space. And the way you didn't look back once, that silence hit harder than any response. You didn't cry, and that hurt more, like you'd already closed the door. I stayed still, too proud to break, but it's killing me with every breath I fake. The drawers are half full, the bed's still warm, but it feels like ruins after the storm. I'll whisper your name just to hear the sound, but even echoes don't stick around. The light you left still flickers weak, like it's waiting for someone to speak. But we both knew this was goodbye. We just didn't know how to cry. You didn't cry, and that hurt more than slamming walls or slamming doors. You just left calm and clean, like love was never in between. Maybe we broke long before this night, fading slowly out of sight. But I still hoped for one last plea, a sign you'd come back for me. You didn't cry, and that hurt more than all the fights we had before. If you ever cared, you didn't show, and that's the hardest way to let go. So here's where we leave what we've been. No flames, no words, just quiet within. And maybe one day you'll recall this floor where you didn't cry and I loved you more. It's not here, but the silence is still clinging to the way we lived. Your side of the bed stays untouched, but somehow it still weighs too much. I walk past your chair and hold my breath, like memory might cause regret. The smallest things now ring so loud, like you're still here, just not allowed. You left, but everything stayed. The light, the scent, the mess we made. I cleaned the house, but not my head. Still talking to your ghost instead. The songs you played looped in my car. They hit harder now than they ever are. I say your name when I'm alone, just to prove I'm not made of stone. People ask how I've been. I lie and say I'm fine again, but truth is I'm stuck in rewind, living where you left me behind. You left, but everything stayed. The echoes, the look, the plans we laid. You took your steps and closed the gate. I stayed frozen at the wait. If I'd held you tighter, would you have stayed? If I'd spoken softer, called your name? Too many what-ifs fill this room, while I sit staring at the proof. You left, but everything stayed, and every shadow calls your name. I try to move, I try to breathe, but I'm the one you chose to leave. So here I am in the quiet we made, wearing your memory like it's engraved. You walked out, I watched you fade, and I stayed here with everything that stayed. I made the bed, not for you, just to prove I still know what to do. The mirror's cracked, but I still shave. Some days feel dull, but I try to stay brave. I eat alone, I clean the mess, I fall for pain in the quietness. It's not that I'm better, just less lost, counting wins no matter the cost. I'm still hurting, but I'm here, one step past the pain, still near. I'm not whole, not shining bright, but I showed up for me tonight. I stop the playing every word, let the silence breathe what once heard. Still wear your name like faded ink, but I've stopped waiting at the brink. I let the sunlight touch my skin, let new morning slowly begin. The ache's still loud, the past still clings, but I started listening to better things. I'm still hurting, but I'm here, filling space that once knew fear. No applause, no finish line, just small moments that feel like mine. Healing isn't loud or clean, it's crying quietly in between. It's forgiving what won't change, and finding peace that feels strange. I'm still hurting, but I'm here, and I'm no longer ruled by tears. Maybe I'm slow, maybe unsure, but I'm not the man I was before. So I breathe, I try, I rise, I bend, still broken, but learning to mend. The storm has passed. The sky's unclear, but I'm still standing, I'm still here. Just the time, but your voice felt like a subtle sign. I looked up and felt the airship slow, like my heart remembered how to glow. I wasn't ready, didn't plan, still patching holes where loved ones ran. But you smiled like light through cracks, and I felt something coming back. Didn't expect to notice you, but now I can't look straight through. Not a spark, not a flame, just a warmth I can't explain. You laughed at something no one caught, and I laughed too, without a thought. The way you held your coffee cup made me want to mess it up with love. It's not a rush, it's not a plan, but I forgot the pain I ran. You didn't ask, you didn't try, but you slowed down the days gone by. Didn't expect to notice you, but now I hope you notice too. It's not love, but it's not gone. It's the hit that life moves on. I won't jump, I won't chase, but I'll remember this small grace. You walked in and changed the air, and I started to care. Didn't expect to notice you, but now I hope this feeling's true. I'm still healing, still unsure, but maybe this time I want more. So if you're here again someday and smile that same quiet way, know you woke a piece of me I didn't know could still believe. Broken down and built again, gone from strangers back to friends. I've seen your worst, you've seen mine, but here we are, still holding time. Not every day felt like a song. Some nights we barely held on, but through the wreckage one thing stayed, a love that didn't walk away. After everything, I still call it love. Not perfect, but more than enough. You've changed, and so have I. But we stopped asking why, or why not try. We learned the shape of compromise, and let the little hurt slide. Bye-bye. You laugh softer, I speak slow, but the roots run deep and still they grow. It's not a spark, it's something more, the kind of light we can't ignore. After everything, I still call it love. Through every fall, we climbed above. It's not the fire we used to chase, but it's the truth we chose to face. We didn't win by being right, we stayed through every sleepless night. And if the world forgets our name, we'll still be here just the same. After everything, I still call it love. Still proud of what we're made of. We bent, we cracked, we lost and found, but this is where true love is crowned. So if they ask what lasted through, I'll say it's me, it's her, it's you. Not